families with a personal budget. How can an average worker judiciously use 70,000 naira in a month to settle the basic needs such as food, clothing, shelter and transportation? In the nation's capital, Abuja, for instance, a worker cannot afford a decent apartment in the city center. They perhaps have to squat or live in a satellite town, with a huge implication for transportation on a daily basis. If they pay 500,000 naira per annum for a room, that comes to approximately 42,000 naira every month. That's already 59.5% of the entire income. What's left is 28,000 naira. 70,000 naira every month for the average worker. How much do they spend on commuting to work every day anyway? Let's say 2,000 naira. How much is that in a week? 2 times 5, you work 5 days a week. That's 10,000 naira in a week. Then in a month, how much does that come to? 40,000 naira out of 70,000 naira. Then how much is a worker left with to save for the rainy days? How much do they spend on toiletries and daily needs? With this simple arithmetic, the worker is already running at a loss with approximately 12,000 naira. But then, the worker has to feed and buy toiletries, and even if they haven't got any dependent and they're not planning to raise a family, they must still buy other things, daily needs. If a decent meal is about 2,000 naira per plate, with the current food inflation, it will cost 4,000 naira to get 2 square meals, and that is 120,000 naira in a month. Add that to their rent of 42,000 naira and transport of 40,000 naira, and what you get is approximately 202,000 naira. How will they fund Medicare and other emergencies? With 70,000 naira per month for the average Nigerian worker, approximately 132,000 naira is a yawning difference between what they earn and what they need to survive, to barely survive per month. The question is, where will this huge difference come from? Tolu or Jewumi? Arise.
Viewers, let's begin what's trending with reactions trailing the new national minimum wage agreed upon on Thursday. After several weeks of negotiations, the federal government and organized labor settled for 70,000 naira for Nigerian workers during a meeting at the State House in Abuja. Well, after that meeting, leaders of organized labor expressed confidence in the Tinubu administration, singing his praise. Three bosas for the president. Bosa, bosa, bosa.
In Africa, continua. Victoria Asata, wasting Nigerians time with strikes.
Are we serious on this?
From 650,000 to 70,000. In Soweto,
Okay, we're laughing here. Well, all right, let's take reactions from users on social media. This is from Michael, who wrote, "How time flies. From we won't shift ground to 615,000 naira demand to 3 bosas for the president. This is the story of labor on the national minimum wage journey. 70,000 naira is the consensus. Those who are expecting the national grid to be crippled are angry." Well, Falabi wrote, "My opinion, 1, 70,000 naira as workers' minimum wage is a fair bargain. 2, the purchasing power needs to be increased urgently and importantly. 3, major consumable food prices needs to be worked on because Nigerians are hungry. 4, basic healthcare services should be free nationwide with NIN cards for pass. 5, state and federal government should improve all healthcare centers across 774 local government areas. 6, we need clear blueprint on how federal government plans to assist private sectors to meet up with the national minimum wage. 7, then the minimum wage will have value. Well, this person wrote, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu yesterday increased the minimum wage to 70,000 naira. That's about $45, and to be reviewed every 3 years. Is this minimum wage a living wage in Nigeria? What can it do for a family of at least 4? How much is a bag of rice? Which university will this be enough to pay school fees for? Well, I mean, there are a lot of reactions. Zayo, I mean, that Twitter user, was talking about the fact that, federal government have to also negotiate with the private sector to be able to come up with that minimum wage. But it's not just the private sector. I believe also state governors will have the key, because also in the release that Ajuri Ngelale put out yesterday, I think President Tinubu also said something about moving away from the tripartite committee, saying that, almost alluding that this is a federal government wage, but it is a national minimum wage, and the state governors have to abide by it. Are they able to pay the 70,000 naira? These are the questions that are out there.
Are businesses enabled to the Nigerian workers short at that meeting, and it also makes them lose
36 CNG-powered buses to the Nigeria Labour Congress and to the Trade Union Congress. The CNG-powered buses will have a sitting capacity of 100 each. You're smiling. Go ahead, Rufai, quickly.
Solidarity forever. We shall always stand on cruise. That's what Labour has become. The Nigeria Labour Congress is a big joke. Oji, let's tell ourselves the truth. This Labour led Nigeria on a wild goose chase. At first, they brought some professor here that said they calculated empirically 650,000 for Nigerians. When they went back to collect 70,000, what happened to the empirical calculation? I saw their rep this morning trying to justify, said they were going back to be able to talk. They've accepted it already, and that's what befalls all labor unions. This labor is a joke, and I say to their faces, what happened to the reduction in electricity tariff that they advocated? What happened to the CNG boys that they've been talking about since last year? What also happens to the welfare of the workers? So they say because of the economic condition, they accepted 70,000 naira, despite all the strikes and everything they had gone through. You see, what they have done is this, they've lost credibility. When they call the next time, Nigerians should never take them seriously because they're a bunch of jokers. As regards the, the National Assembly, Oji, you might call it a good gesture. I laugh in Spanish or in French or Chinese. The real meat of their money is in their allowances.
Yeah, that's what I read. 1.2 million.
They are collecting 1.2 in hardship allowance.
Hardship allowance.
And they say their salaries. No, if they are truly ready, let me give them an advice.
Yes.
I think by the budget, both houses or the house, they collect about 300 billion for the National Assembly. They should put that money in half and use 150 billion to do projects for national development for Nigeria, fix some roads, fix some schools. Then I will know they are serious. As far as I'm concerned, they're not serious. And the other 36 CNG buses, yes, we would like to see when Labour finally gets it. It's not talking about CNG. And hopefully they should also remember that they must put CNG stations around available so that people can be able to get the gas.
People like you, Rufai.
Yes, can be able to get the gas. So, Oji, it just reminds us of the fact that the Labour is a sellout. Some civil societies are sellouts in this country. Parts of other parts of society sell out. The National Assembly rubber stamp. Executive always doing their bidding. The problem with Nigeria today, Oji, is that there are too few people fighting for the common man.
That is it.
And guess what? Edward Murrow said something. He said, in a country of sheeps, the government will be the wolf.
Yeah. I like your point. There are few people fighting for the common man, which will also bring me to my next story. I mean, we're talking about increasing our productivity in Nigeria quality. Let's take a look.
And the claims by some media houses that we're trying to scuttle Dangote refinery, that is not.
Now, as you watch that report, the concern now is what can a 70,000 naira minimum wage do in the life of the lowest ranking staff in an economy grappling with inflation and high cost of living? After almost 13 months of collective bargaining, many are trying to come to terms with the Nigerian workers' earning power, at least for the next 3 years. Horizon News was in town to get the polls of a cross-section of the people on the new minimum wage.
If you look at the cost of living and the price of goods and services, 70,000 cannot take one person in a 1 month. Talk more of a person that have family, wife, children. So it's just a game. They promise a living wage, but this one is a slavery wages.
We're actually hoping that at least they'll peg it at 100,000, which is still not enough. But in any case, I don't think I have anything to say much because the problem we have now is inflation. And already retailers are planning on how to increase prices of goods, hearing that the government has actually increased their minimum wage.
The 70 they have done is still good, but what they should be doing is make more effort to improve the value of the naira so that it can buy more.
The 70,000 minimum wage will not help the matters. The only thing that I think that even to help the matters are if the government begins to subsidize things so that people that they are not working under the government agency, but they will still benefit.
There's an office I visited today, which I will not mention the name of the office. At 11 o'clock, I couldn't see anybody in the office, and I was so depressed. I said, oh, look at this, look at my fellow Nigerian workers that are demanding for increase in minimum wage. None of them is in the office. And if government does not pay, they are the same people that will keep alarming that government has not paid them. So please, we Nigerians, we need to really look inward on ourselves before we even disturb the government.
Private sector, well, even most of them were not even able to pay the 30,000 naira. So now, I think what they'll tell their employees now is, if you're going to accept or we can pay you fine, if you can't make do with it, go. So I don't know how the government will be able to regulate the payments now. I don't know how.
The public sector mean that if there's any federal government is forcing them, then they are going to reduce the staff strength because they don't have that capacity to pay.
Our private sector have been even above minimum wage. I work in private sector. If you work in the bank, no bank will give you staff 70,000. Bank can pay more than 200, 300 by 5 years ago. So when you say private sector, they are organized private sector, and they are private sector that are organized.
Well, NLC President Joe Ajero joins me in the studio to look at this issue. Good to see you, and thanks for your time. Well, it's been a long, tortuous journey, and you had Nigerians there talking. And first, let's talk about how we arrived at 70,000 naira. It's a better place for us to start this conversation.
Yeah, thank you very much. Normally, in Nigeria, it's a tripartite committee that negotiates. And after negotiation, they came to 62,000. You know, organized private sector, government, governors, and labor. There it was labor that said, no, this can't fly. And they submitted their report to the president. You know, awaiting transmission to the National Assembly. Yeah. So at that point, we said, no, this is not going to work. It's not what we agreed. And then another round of talks. So Thursday last week, the president met with us and gave so many analyses. Even while we were negotiating at 60, the governor said they won't pay. That it's going to be difficult for them to pay. And then we continue moving because that has been the plan of some of them, you know. So the president gave us two options. That I can pay you 250. And if you allow me to increase the pump price of petroleum products. And he said, you are, Ajero. On my first day, I said subsidy is gone. Yeah. And since that time, you have refused to allow me to increase more. So where will I get the money to pay you minimum wage? If you allow me, I pay you that. If not, take 62. I'm giving you 1 hour to talk. Let me stay in my office so that we can conclude this meeting. And we say, no, we are not meeting here. We are joined for 1 week.
And we went back and looked at the larger implication of we collecting 250 and another increase in pump price of petroleum products. So we went back to say, Mr. President, these are two issues. We are here for minimum wage. We are not able to discuss the issue of pump price or attaching it as a condition for increasing. That would be too selfish of the labor movement. So it was there that we opened the discussion and got to 70,000, because that's the question you asked. But 70,000 clearly is an increase of 130% or 133% of the old rate. And then if you look at it, and I can ask companies, even some analysts that are talking, that where you are working, probably let our rise increase 100%, so that we can take it from there. Because it's enough to criticize, you know, because the burden, the wage burden, will definitely almost double. And then that was where the private sector had been complaining, you know, that is going to affect, you know, their activities. So we took it and then we moved further to break a jinx of negotiating every 5 years. Now what this means, we are pushing for two years, and Mr. President said let's leave it for 3 years. What this means is that even before the next election, we are going to negotiate again and get another wage reviewed. So in both ways, you know, we try to balance it so that the economy can move, everybody can, you know. However, if you follow it, of course this is not so, and that was how we arrived at.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Thank you very much for your time with us, my people. I appreciate you all. Today is 20th of July, Saturday, 2024. I appreciate you all, my people. Now, God bless you now. Thanks for your time, your consistency every day here on this platform. We all have to continue to encourage ourselves to do this. It's not easy for anybody. The situation of our country is so disheartening. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all, my people. Once again, mother of all mommy diaspora, happy weekend to you, mommy. Good evening to you. Thanks for all you do, Mother Iris. I can see you in the building. Good evening to you, man. Thanks for all you do. Abo Azi, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you. Thanks for all you do. Thank you very much, Ebuka John Oga. Olu Benga Bamidele, thank you very much. Good evening to you. You see Andrew, thank you. Riomi Oluwasegun Abdul, thank you very much. Good evening to you, all my people. Charles Wanshoko, I can see you. Thank you very much. CXL, I can see you as well. Efako Jubilante, it's good to hear from you. Good evening to you as well. Georgia Forsyth Benedion, thanks for joining us. Thank you very much, my wonderful people. Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Appreciate you all, my people. I'd like us to just move on right now. Do your part, press on the like button, help us to share, press on the $sign, encourage our work. I really do appreciate that. Thank you very much, Janet. Thanks for joining us. Good evening to you as well. You can see the NUC or whatever you call them. You can see its justification, the reason why they accept 70,000 naira. This guy is supposed to be there as a spokesperson or body for the Nigerian people. They went all the way to Aso Rock to go and be giving Tinubu boza. They changed the primary deliberation, or rather stands of 600 or something thousand. The second one was after 600 or something thousand, they went to 250, right? They turned all of them down for just 3 boza. These guys don't care about us. I've said it before. I met the TUC president on last week, Friday, when I was coming from Nigeria. You know, I interviewed him. I played the video here. I'll be recapitulating back on that particular video immediately I finish this, my monologue. I asked him, what are you guys going to do? He said deliberation is going on. Negotiation is going on. We just met with the president today and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Look where we find ourselves. Tell me how you can trust these kind of people now. Nobody to speak for you. That's the problem we have in Nigeria. Those people that are supposed to be speaking for you, either the government have bought them or they've bought themselves. This is one of the things I was talking about yesterday, that we are gradually losing our own. These guys, this body, this satanic body, TUC or NUC or whatever you call them, they never thought about their integrity. Tell me how you want Nigerians to trust these people if they call you out tomorrow for anything. Now, whether you like it or not, Nigerians, we have to remain on 70,000 naira with this excruciating economy. Very, very sad. My people, that's what we say. I can't do much. I'm not sure my panelists can do much or my spectators can do much. We've done our own. To be honest, it's left for Nigerians in Nigeria right now. If you're happy with the money, why not? Take it and be smiling. After all, now weekend with this. So even as of today, you and I losing voice for their matter. Drive around Lagos State right now. All of the day lounges, they are preparing. Some of them are ironing their clothes right now for tonight. Where they want to go different lounges, bar, clubs, and all that. You know, drink 33 and press below, and they are good. So this is the reason why government is not taking us serious. Because whatever that we complain about, whatever we talk about, whatever we lament about, we don't take it serious. We don't take it drastically. This is why the government don't take us serious. Even when they're about to take us serious, when they see our movement, our steps, they'll just move on and say, these people, you know, if more you leave them, they are never serious. That is it. It's very, very unfortunate. This is where we find ourselves. What are we going to do now? We have to accept it, my people. That's what we take Siamo. You know, last time I met with what is it called? This guy, the TUC president in Heathrow Airport. Although I saw him in Lagos all the way to the from the plane and all that, we're in the plane and all that together. But I decided to talk to him when we come down from the plane. Listen to him. What he said here, my question to him, listen to him.
Hello, guys. I have the TUC president here with us. It's good to have you here.
Yeah, thank you.
I just wanted to ask you a straight question. The minimum wage, there's a lot of celebration right now. The federal government is refusing to pay the 250,000 you guys are asking for. I want to ask, what's the current position?
Yes, we had a meeting yesterday with the president, and in that meeting, reason for the meeting was also to have some level of consultation with him, because he is the president of the country, where we also made our position known, trying to explain to him, you know, the economic dynamics, the level of inflation, the level of devaluation, and the challenges both as a result of some of the policies, both the macro and microeconomic policies of this government. And at the end of the day, after the meeting, he said, okay, that he had also heard from us that he will also do further consultation. I would plan to meet again next week, Thursday.
Okay. Sir, for the sake of Nigerians, I hope we are not going to, at the end of the day, end up in the 62,000 naira.
Yeah, no, you know, it's negotiation. So in negotiation, it's always a give and take process. Negotiation, there's nothing fixated, there's nothing cast in stone.
So,
but on our part, we strongly believe that this is 2,000 naira is sufficient.
Exactly.
Looking at what the value of naira is today. So we'll continuously push and put all the indicators forward.
Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, guys. That was the TUC president. Yes, we met here in Heathrow Airport. You know, as you all know, that the federal government are saying all they can pay is 62,000 naira. That's all they can pay for Nigerians with the hardship that we all are facing right now. The TUC president and the NSC president are dragging for 250,000 naira. You heard him saying that is a continuous negotiation, which you and I know that the federal government that we know, the Nigerian government that we know, will never pay 250,000 naira. But at least if they can take it to 100,000 naira, I think that's fair. 62,000 naira at this moment, it's not fair. So a bag of rice is over 100,000 naira. You know, petrol is over 1,000 naira now. I'm not sure how this is going to work, but let's see. All right, guys. That was it. I thought I should just at the same time, bring that up to tally with the final decision of the federal government and the TUC and NLC presidents decisions. It's unfortunate. It's very, very unfortunate. Although from 62,000 it's now 70,000 naira. I was actually looking up to 100,000 naira cap. That's what I was personally looking forward to. But reach the now 70,000 I say the fee pay, and that's it. So let's see how it goes. Edo State is already paying the 70,000 naira, right? If I'm not mistaken. So let's take it from there. But it's not up to Nigerians in Nigeria to take decisions on their own. If they're happy with the 70,000 naira, let them move on with it. If they're not happy, let them tell the government that we're not happy. Let negotiation continue between the federal government and Nigerians this time, not with the NLC and the TUC. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. I would like you guys to listen to this as well for the next 3 minutes. Then I'll post out. I'm going to post out a link now for those of you that want to come in. You can start coming in now. Let me hear from you on what is happening in our country. Thank you.
After months of deliberations and negotiations, Nigeria has announced a new minimum wage of 70,000 naira. The announcement followed a second meeting between the president and representatives of organized labor. Our State House correspondent, Adesua Omorwan, reports.
It's 2:15 p.m. and representatives of organized labor and their affiliates arrived at the forecourt of the presidential villa. Inside the brown room of the president's office, the stakes are high. The meeting goes behind closed doors. After an hour, if the mood in the room was any indication, an agreement had been reached.
We're happy to announce today that both the federal government and the organized labor have agreed on an increase on the 62,000 naira minimum wage. The new national minimum wage that we expect Mr. President to submit to the National Assembly for legislation is 70,000 naira.
Beyond the new minimum wage, other concessions were announced, including the payment of withheld salaries of some labor affiliates.
First and foremost, that the review of this minimum wage policy has to be reduced to 3 years. That is, 5 years is too long a time to get any minimum wage review. And of course, he promised and asked that the Minister of Finance, coordinating economy and budget and the economic planning should make sure that they go back to books, because he has the discretion to look into of NASU, ASU, and SANU and all that, and so that their money should be paid.
But that is not all. There is also a boost, like Mr. President has assured, in ensuring that massive investment is going to be made in the area of infrastructure. There is also a deepening of the investment of the federal government in renewable energy. More money is going to go into the acquisition of more buses, the CNG buses.
Leaders of the labor unions took turns to explain their reasons for agreeing to a 70,000 naira minimum wage, down from their initial demand of 615,000 naira at the start of negotiations.
Rather than accepting on a figure that you wait for 5 years, it's like you have to now negotiate even 2 times within 5 years with a view to going up. That is one of the reasons, why we decided to reach where we are today, because of the proviso that, you can review in the next 3 years. The other one, we came with other issues in the basket, like the issue of SANU, NASU, and others, especially with that front by the Commission of Police, FCT.
Anyway, I just have to take that man out. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. Thanks for your time. Let me quickly take this article so that we can start talking. A link has been posted. Click on it and join us here. Depend on how we've been engaged today. That will determine the time that we're going to spend here. But meanwhile, let me quickly showcase my articles so we can move on from here.
Thank you very much. But I don't have much articles today. I'm just going to take on, or rather focus on just one, which is, as you can see there, Peter Obi should be held responsible for planned August 1st anti-hunger protest. Onanuga have accused Peter Obi, saying that Peter Obi, now they tell Nigerians may they go protest, even when everybody is hungry, but Peter Obi is being blamed for this. But it went on. This man talked for this thing, not the small thing, you know, but I wish we can take all of them, but I'm not going to take all of them. I'm just going to see if I can take just one or two paragraphs and that we are done. A presidential media aide, Bayo Onanuga, has taken a swipe at supporters of the 2023 presidential candidate of opposition Labour Party LP, Peter Obi, claiming that they were the brains behind the planned nationwide anti-hunger protest slated for August 1st. So he talked for a year. For those of you that follow this thing, he talk and talk and talk and talk. In fact, you know, after reading this article, I get to realize that it go hard before Peter Obi will be president for Nigeria. Some of you might not want to agree with me. Read that article. I wish I have the time. I for read them. If you read this article, you go know say these people, they will never allow Peter Obi to be president of Nigeria. Never. If Peter Obi contests again, he go win. No, I feel tell you, I go win, but they not go allow him rule. And there is every possibility, say, after all this thing where they go on now, Peter Obi figure decide say he no even want contest again to save his own life. Yes. No, say if I talk for you because I'll not be passed on. I know it could take me serious until it comes to pass. I remember 2023 general election. I told you guys here that INEC is going to ring this election. Many of you here attack me. No, don't talk like that. Don't blah, 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 and all that. They put hand for our eye, pass our back, come out. Then some of you also went on by saying they don't feel swear Tinubu in on the 29th of May or whatever. It happens. Then many of you went on by saying all eyes on judiciary. I still told you guys, judiciary will pass their decision and nothing will happen. And nothing happened. No, sir, because we will not be religious leaders. Nobody they believe us if they talk. But I tell you now, say two things will happen. And these two things will be certain. If Peter Obi still decides to run, he will win. He will never be allowed to rule. Then the second one is that Peter Obi might decide to resign from politics before 2027. I'm going to write these two things down. This is it. Because these people, I don't know if I should call it hatred now, because somebody won't they beat you, they fight back. When they slap somebody, is not slapping you back. You are insulting somebody, is not insulting you back. Why this so much hatred for this man? It's crazy. It's really, really crazy. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you very much. For those of you that want to call in, please call in 10 seconds. I only have one person on the panel right now. We're just going to take it the way it is. Thank you very much, Destiny. You can off your camera if you want. You know, yes. The first caller that's going to come in, we'll take it from there. If not, we're just going to talk. I'll end the show. That's it. You know, it's Saturday. Normally, I shouldn't be here every day. That's just the truth. I shouldn't. You know, I don't have anything that I gain by coming out every day, rather than, you know, I'm keeping to make our people happy, our people that believe so much in us, just to keep the consistency. That's what we're doing here. You know, thank you very much, man, for calling in. Good evening to you. Love God is my strength. I appreciate you, man. Please, I'd like you to talk to us. Yes, man. Thank you very much, man. Talk to us. We miss you, not be small. But it's okay. Anybody can take holiday. Now let me not take holiday. I also take my own. I travel. I go Nigeria. So me and you did Nigeria together since then. I can tell you something there. When I reach Nigeria, I get discouraged. You see, our people, they're not brothers with the border here. Everybody just enjoy their life. Even when you go to tell them about something, they don't know that anything will happen.
In the weekend, they don't dress up, all of them don't come out. And you go to look, see how these people are they worry about now. All the people went and they said they're not well, they're in the hospital. I went to Nigeria, they build house. So, my brother, look, we continue to do what we go through. Because when I went, I didn't get myself. I couldn't stay too much. I only stayed for 3 weeks. I couldn't. It's not easy. Nigeria is finished. The road won't come. The road can finish person if you are not careful. So people will just fly from one state to one state. It's not easy. It's not easy. I don't know if it is because I was hearing you when I was in Nigeria. You were saying that you stayed in Nigeria for 6 months. How did you do it?
4 months.
4 months. How did you do it? I can't. It's finished. It's finished. We need help. And look at this man that just said, the NSC chairman, that the president. That man is not a good man at all. He has gone there to collect his own money. They have gone there to settle themselves, and they forget about Nigerians. How can even you take 100,000 to market in Nigeria? You can't buy anything back home. You cannot buy anything back home. So how will 70,000 be enough for people to use to eat? And go to hospitals in Nigeria. People are sick. There are pregnant women who have who they don't begin. They don't have the money for them to be discharged. Go to Nigeria wash. If I feel call again, I will call.
Thank you,
we
ma'am.
need help. I've seen your interest, and this your interest. I've texted you yesterday. I send you voice record. This your interest. It could favor all of us.
Amen.
It could favor all of us. So
Thank you.
have a heart of gold. Nigerians, they don't care. Once you give them, they are gone, and they are building house, and they tell you that they're in the hospital collecting your money to build house. God be with you. I will try to come back again.
Thank you, man. God bless you, man. Thank you so much. Yes, man. All right. Thank you very much, my people. The last presentation we have for you guys today that I almost forgot is my state, Edo State. You know, Shaibu have finally officially moved to APC from PDP, the former deputy governor and the reinstated deputy governor of Edo State. For me, I don't understand. If Nais to be the deputy governor, currently we have 2 deputy governors in Edo State. So I'll call him the former deputy governor of Edo State and the current reinstated deputy governor of Edo State, Comrade Shaibu, have moved officially to APC today. You know, this was his statement. Let me put this on screen so that you guys can take it from here. I actually got this from his official handle on Instagram. He said, "It is a triumphant homecoming for me." It's always homecoming for these people. If they move from PDP to another party, they come back, they say homecoming. They move from APC to another party, they come and say homecoming. These guys, man. You know, homecoming for me, as I officially return to All Progressive Congress APC, the party where I am accepted, valued, and welcomed with open arms. The party holds a special place in my heart and where I have shared countless memories. I'm grateful to be back among the people and community that have always supported me and to reunite with my political family. This is the same man who destroyed Oshomole. These guys, you see, when they fight, you and I go to fight for their matter. I hope we all can learn from this. I have to add myself. I hope we all can learn from this. I will be heartbroken. To be honest, I will be heartbroken to see the day where Peter Obi go move to any party or maybe PDP and leave this kind of message. I will be heartbroken. But for now, yeah, Peter Obi, you get integrity, I beg. I know say change is a constant thing. You know, that always happen in every aspect of life. But please, there are a lot of things you need to look at. I don't know how it go be, but nevertheless, for our country to be better, some drastic decision needs to be taken. But the speech you make when you take that decision also matters as well.
You know, let's see how it goes. Because the warming up right now, you know, they ever use and send me message you. The warming up right now. Now the big one, which one now they cry for. We'll also hear that one as well. But now the speech me they wait for not only the movement, the speech. That one wait for. After you don't move, how you take talk am. And that one I will go hold so tight. Thank you very much, my people. Nigeria. Wow. Thank you, Mr. Hosi, for calling in. Please talk to us. Good evening to you, sir. Thank you. Go ahead, sir.
I see please Shaibu definitely move. This election where they say go hot well.
Election where they don't buy people already. Now they talk say go hot where. You never they hot for your side.
I prefer you say you advise you don't post they don't keep they don't do this you say let me first talk as me advise them.
Not me go advise them. I'm not the governor of the state now. Now me go advise them.
The governor need to advise the governor they are more in and number one for his side. He make sure say he go fight the last blood. He go do want a last blood, but the way it gonna be now, so APC, all the four will she. I'm not sure say they'll get vote. No, if you look really big now, Shaibu don't finally go PDP. All the vote, those who show me the win that before, all those votes now they all get out. And I hope APC will be labor. More just catch up those state, catch up small for the next state. The election go tough for, it go tough for, they go to as for the labor people, if you say they go accept 70,000 naira, they don't go collect money. If you look at it, you know say they don't go collect money. How you go live? Say na 70,000. That one I talk. How much they want carry for a go? Where they go say na because of now they make the carry they accept that. So all those they lie. Nobody go be fight for the people. Nigeria people want the best for them as they for there. So any something they want to, they don't carry that strike, they don't they announce. So that means they fear because they need to announce that make big government go kill them for free. And they go say kill them for free. On that day we see come outside because Nigeria will be big when we say people come outside and protest. They go do more for sure, more millions, but it not they happen. Other country we say they not will big, they come outside, they know it. Millions they come outside.
Thank you.
They never they do. As we talked before, I said I go ask you what they be blow, say they press blow. Then they want the boss. I mean a balloon.
My brother, me myself, why they talk say they press below. Me don't know what it below me no. I don't worry, I go find out, I tell you. I beg, come up for my phone before you come carry me go where I don't know. All right, thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. I like us to start talking.
Niger watch, and I talk will be that.
Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. I love God in my strength. Thank you very much, man, for the super chat earlier on. God bless you. I'm very, very grateful with this. Guys, make sure that buy me coffee now. Press on the dollar sign. Don't be because the problem we did for Nigeria now. Well, they encourage us. I don't like the way we they are peaceful. Guy, all of them, they are all doing crossover left and right. And the funny part of all this is that they have followers. That's the funny part of it. They have followers. As I talk to Phyllis Shaibu, people they celebrate now. I swear people go they celebrate the other side. Olumide people they celebrate the other side. The other one, everybody have followers. Wow. Let's move on. I appreciate it all. Let me start with Destiny. Oga Destiny is going to have you on the show. Good evening to you, sir. We are not much, so let's quickly do this so we can round up. If you can round up within 2 hours today, that would be brilliant. Talk to us, sir. To Destiny. Just 8 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Niger. I just laugh for this country. We get comedy very well for that country. Oh, but according to I don't forget that guy. He say all Nigeria senators are comedian. Wahala deal. Anyway, good evening, my people. Good evening, Mr. Niger Watch. I appreciate you for always coming out everything. It's not easy. I greet everyone. Mommy Diaspora, I greet you, man. Good evening. My panelists, I greet everyone. The commenters, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your location. Please, Mona, help us like the broadcast. It's important.
I bet Destiny tell them, they like them, tell them.
No, it's important. They made the help us like it's very, very important. So we appreciate them well.
Thank you, my brother.
Man. This country, guy, you.
He gave me. The thing they shock you, right?
Man, they fear whether they shock me now, whether they fear me, I not even gonna know it here. Seriously.
We don't have a say. My brother, we don't have a say.
Because if you listen to our sister, we just come and I come like say now we were even there yourself. Now we even they carry the problem for head.
Of course. That's 100%.
And yeah, because now we they suffer and pass. Many of the just did there and their own problem are to call you. So say not be the way they pay me pass, now be this one. So say not be their problem more. Because of another person's problem, they go call you. They go call you. Because whether not that one can they give our people mind to make them not feel fight for themselves, I don't understand. If we say we not go do, no problem. As we they do, they not come this serious. Because me sometimes I they think and say, what will be the problem? How to solve it? I don't really understand. Where do we start from? Because the thing is, sometimes I get confused. Seriously. My brother call you now and say, may you advise them, they don't buy themselves. My brother beg. Nobody should advise them. Any mumu when won't buy itself, me buy itself. Any mumu when won't buy itself, I just go beg and make buy itself. Because right now, Shaibu, where would they talk about now? Before the APC, they come out, say PDP now be the best. In family, if they do, whether they did the country, they not do, but if they do all this rally, I not believe any of the picking, or even cause themselves, they join them. If we even join themselves, now where police or DSS go take secure them, where we say nothing go happen to them, and then they did. So I just go beg anybody who won't buy himself, make buy himself for them. Because as you know what guesses, may you go. More they can't, no, they know people where want to make. Because the ones who not guesses, they not go. So anyone who want follow, because of these people. Because now because of the interest of the country, now the thing they happen to you, I go get pity for you. But anybody where they go because of all this greedy and devilish, wicked, heartless people, I beg. In fact, I don't know this pastor for call them, make they be pray put. Because they believe on prayer. Me, I know they believe on those their fake prayer. May they pray, may they just go. You know, where because of all these people, like person like Shaibu, Obasekio, Aswell, Olumide, all of the Jaga nonsense, all of them. I beg, Mona just go. Mona collect the bullet. I beg. I just got beg una. I'm saying I want to get sense. When they do this Jagaba election, I don't know how many times I see Sheyi Tulubu for streets. Say they talk anyhow. But immediately Papa when he carried our effort jet to go watch football. This place where we not fit talk for kind. These ones where they carry themselves, where they shout anyhow, they make useless noise. Una never even enter local flights. Even una never even enter normal car self na bus. Now I go see the pound herself because of Jagaban, because of Obaseki, Shaibu, Aswe, Olumide. More than obvious, I know the land nation that one for APC because I don't believe that one the campaign. Now make I know the nation now because never see who they campaign one day when of he talk. Never see that man for any channel when they talk. Even for rally now, Somole I can be. I don't know whether Somole won't come rule like do say for the third time. Now Somole can dey on top of the roof. Since when they bomb me, where they do campaign, a person where they campaign, now they dey on top of roof of motor. But Somole I can take over. The man where say one rule Edo State. Man, if I not be Edo State, so because me I not go from Edo, but I saw how girls some kind. Well. Things for those things where we say that they stay there somehow. I know some kind of things there. Come be say now this kind of thing they have. You can't talk to conductor. That's when I come the campaign. I can't day on top. They talk to people. You now turn to conductor. As he talk on that, I say, man, if the leaders never talk, he not go do anything. Then he don't give us the proof. For only this one where don't happen that day. I don't understand. The only one where pay me that the policeman where just go. Apart from the policeman, which now those ordinary people. Now just they go, me out they happy for them, make they just they go themselves. Make they just make they help. In fact, if they want anyhow, if they be one dress, I mean they just go. And you know what get sense? They don't give you more money. How much be a bag of rice? If you look at those people who go there that day, some of them don't collect this 10,000. How much be a bag of rice? With the water, some people go buy food. 2,000 food, say never even buy the food there for how the country country. They don't give you money when not be anything. You don't voila the whole community, the whole street. They shout up and down. What we supposed to do, we not go do. The labor leader see that one again. They come on. We not get leader for that country again. For everybody where they that country, we not get it. They not be leader. They be dealers. Now dealers we don't get. I will want to get leader now with it, but it will be difficult because many of us, even if you look the way we take the talk, say now when it's sweet us, we go happy. If you not sweet us, now that time we shout up and down. This is Shaibu now, where some people will see the supporter. When he deal with Obaseki, everywhere good. He not complain one day. Now they tell us say some road not good for Edo State. This one not good. And people, if our people really get sense, nobody should vote for APC. I think go down APC. Because you deal with this man for 7 years and some months. Now you can't tell us what I don't understand. How? This man want to say Tinubu tell us say to reduce, he go increase fuel before he go fee. Before he go fee go 200 or something thousand. The fuel will don't increase, so I mean, waiting to happen. And they still they tell us all of them so both the TUC, the labor chairman, all of them, they know say subsidy, say they're not commoter. They just suffer the Nigerian people. But for them to talk, come up, that be their problem because of some kind of small money. Now make anybody where they talk, they always hate the person. That is why it's hard for that country to good. See my brother, very dark man. See what everywhere they die. Now poor man. They want if he let people do that for not quite that guy. Because you don't want to know who you be. If you talk in night, all those kind of people now me at the light. But now people, nobody they appreciate them. This is where that was there since 2019 where we did here. How many? I remember for that land grabbing. Now so you do sometimes they come out 3 times a day. Say, when people they protest, they call your guy where they always do video that I will get BS. You don't even think what I say. I hope he do okay. All those people, everything. But how many people don't call us here say now because Nigeria watch now make my land deal. There is sure building that time where the person does the builders they go somewhere, they'll scatter the whole house. But since when all those awareness, I never see all those kind of video again for some time now. Maybe they happen, but I don't know. But me, I never see them. But then I did see them. How many people don't call for this program and say, and because of what you do, you and your people, now make all these things not they happen. No, since when I buy this land now, they build. Nobody don't come fight me all this one. No. Or they fight me before. As soon as I intervene, nobody don't fight me again. I don't build my house finish. Or I don't build a dish like this. My land, I don't get problem again. That be the issue. That be the waiting they always missing. Anybody where they fight, we know they appreciate any one of them. Yes, we will talk to the person a poor man. If they're hungry, if they find they want to give her money. And when we know say some of them, they will be say, you not get any money where you want to give her. That will not be a problem. But now we stand for. I know how where we want to start. Why the country just do like that? Everybody, problems everywhere. Nobody they tell us see how it happens, see how it not happen. If we come, the government will tell us say not be everything that they talk. Like TUC my NSC my talk and not be everything you go talk. The also be not be everything you go talk for here. Where you want conflict, where you want for talk am again. If you not talk am for what where would you dey fight for to hear? Who you can't dey fight for? You go there now because of what make you go there. Is it not for your duty to tell us whatever that is happening there? Sometimes I don't really understand what is happening. No, seriously. How to do it is always it's always confusing. That country.
Okay, round up in 1 minute.
That country will really need what to do. And my biggest problem and challenge is the imam and the Christian and the pastors. They should help us because they are the only person that will help us. Seriously, no any other person. Because when they start talking to those people will have their sense back. Because no any other person. Even most of us we don't even believe our father's word. We always believe the pastor or imam. So let the imam and the pastors let them help us. Thank you, Mr. Niger Watch.
Mr. Destiny, thank you very much, sir. God bless you. Thank you. Let me quickly take this call so that I'll come back to the next person. Mr. Jude, thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Good evening to you. Talk to us.
Good evening to everybody too, those that have spoken and those that will speak. Quickly, sincerely, George Peru and his people, they really disappointed the nation. I know how it is when you go into State House. The aura, everything around that place will make you do but to the extent where they started doing 3 gosa for the president and started celebrating. You know what they usually say, that when two others go into a meeting and come out smiling, you know they didn't tell themselves the truth. You know they didn't tell themselves the truth. Now for the president to say to tell him that he can pay them 250 and increase the fuel, is it not the same president that told us that fuel subsidy is gone? So is the president still in control of the fuel prices? And they could not say, how could you say you could increase the price when it is supposed to be determined by market forces? So they came out and we are celebrating and was telling us that he got 130% increase. But he didn't check the purchasing power of that money he came out with. That money he came out today can only buy 90 liters of fuel. As against when it was even 18,000 that can buy you up to 300 and something liters of fuel. Is Trajero thinking? I don't think so. I don't think he's thinking. And he's coming to tell us the president told him that he will increase the fuel price. And he accepted and came out and telling the whole Nigerians that he has to make sacrifice. Anyway, from the beginning, we never had any hope in them, so they didn't dash our hope. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jude. God bless you, sir. I appreciate you. Oh, see who we have in the house. Finally, my brother is back. Mr. Jonathan is back, Mr. Jonathan, welcome back. Oh, we don't miss you, Taya. Good evening to you, sir. How are you doing?
You know what? I'm still chilling out. But
okay. Never reach base.
I never reached base, but today's news, I just
okay. All right.
No,
okay.
I couldn't hold it. I just want
no
to
wahala. I can't wait to hear your submission.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. Do you need a priority or what?
If you can, I will appreciate it, actually.
Okay. I'll ask Ogashimize if you will allow that. Ogashimize, do you mind?
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I won't take much I won't take much time actually. In fact, just less than
Thank you.
5 minutes. I just want to quickly chip in here. This
Okay.
Nigerian Labour Congress, decision today to accept this 70,000. But before I go ahead, let me greet everyone. Mr. Elvis, I greet you. I greet every one of
Thank you,
you
sir.
there for the work you are doing. God bless you. The panelists, Mr. Chimeze, thank you. I appreciate you. I greet everyone on the comment section.
You're welcome.
Thanks to everyone. I quickly just want to chip in this. You see, with respect to this, even since the beginning of this year, on this platform, see, it is clear. It is sad. It is sad to say this. It's not it is with all sense of humility. It's not fun at all. It's going to get worse. And this is July. We will see what will happen by September, October, if Nigerians will not stand up. In fact, today, yes, in fact, as at yesterday, the Nigerians want to wait till September and October to see what will happen in that country. It will be unfortunate. It will be so, in fact, it will be so sad. The 70,000 that the Nigerian Labour Congress and the TUC that they agreed to today, it says it all. It's a clear indictment. It's a complete clear indictment on the Nigerian Labour Congress and the TUC. Ab initio, they knew exactly what they are doing. And they know that. I joined when I saw you interviewing the TUC guy. That was when I joined the platform. I started watching the broadcast today. You ask him a very key question. As if you knew. You ask him, will they accept the 62,000? Will they end up accepting the 62,000 or the 70,000? You saw his response there. You heard him clearly. He said negotiation, is still going on. He knew exactly. At that point in time, they have already agreed. They knew exactly what they are going to do. Simply put it, they have paid them. They have collected at the expense of the Nigerian worker. And Mr. Tinubu played. You see, Ajero was speaking as if Nigerians are morons, as if people are just outright stupid. Look at that interview. Everything is said there, as this man was speaking as if people that are listening to him are idiots. He was not even thinking.
Bro, some are idiot too, please.
He was not even thinking before he was spewing all those words out of his mouth. Mr. Tinubu said, it is either you take 70,000 or I'll give you 250 and then I will increase the price of fuel. And he was saying that out on national TV. Mr. Tinubu have told Nigeria that subsidy is gone. So if number one, two things. If subsidy is actually gone, Mr. Tinubu, which increase are you alluding to or are you referring to again? Two, even if you want to increase again, today we have said it and that number has not changed. That number has not changed since September 2023. The maximum that will be paid for the price of gas, petrol in Nigeria will be at about 1,100 naira. Then increase it to 1,100 naira and give labor their 250,000. Because that is the maximum that it will take a businessman to bring petrol to Nigeria. About 950 naira. And then he will add his own profits to it. So at about 1,100 naira, that will be the price. because crude is not selling for 120 naira today. The price of crude is still the same, fluctuating within the same range from since September last year till date. So Mr. Ajero, so why didn't you tell Mr. Tinubu, Mr. President, go ahead and increase it anyways? So what impact will that have? So why don't you just these people? This man was so. I mean, this is, you know, I couldn't take it. I just have to bring this out just to let him know, Mr. Ajero, and your crooks at the NLC and TUC, just know that Nigerians are not stupid. The people you are talking to, they are not stupid. What you have done is that first, you have lost any right going forward to call for anything close to a strike. As long as you are still at the M, you have lost every form of credibility of any shape or form at all. You can't. You cannot be trusted. This is disgraceful. It is disheartening. And these are men. They said they are labor. These are the people that want to take charge of Labour Party, literally. They are even calling for it. They called for it. So these are the people that wants to manage Nigeria overall. These are the crooked people that have put themselves together to take charge. They want to actually, literally, these people want to take over and control the Labour Party. This set of people is unfortunate. It's just so unfortunate. But let's just, Mr. Elvis, I will just quickly leave it at that. Please, I really appreciate it. Yeah.
We don't miss you. I beg. This me not understand. This your break, so make you come back home.
Yeah, please. I'm almost done.
Don't let him go.
You go to chop black soup.
I'm almost done. I'll be there. I've missed everyone there. Mr. Elvis,
give us a man. This will not let you go. Wait till say make a tell hold me not go. Wait, they say don't let him go.
Don't worry, we'll give him black soup. Hold on.
I'll see you guys shortly.
Mr. Jonathan.
Yes, sir.
It's good to see you around.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I was going to us, Amanda, you talk from far, not to hear your voice.
You see your forest analysis. We just have 5 more naira to go, and your prediction will come to pass. I've been following it carefully.
That is it.
Remember when Nigeria Watch, when you ask and say how this naira
give us our money. Where you say go? Because your voice is
go fair go up. Chime say wait. He said the thing go fair.
Go ahead, Oga Chris. Go ahead. Everybody hold on. And one person they talk.
So just 5 naira remaining. Jonathan's prediction.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I said just more 5 naira. I said now you ask Jonathan like 2 months ago, say how this thing will be. He said it's will fair gain power after I could begin fall back to the normal value. I just look at yesterday. I say with just 5 naira, Jonathan's prediction 2 months ago.
The prediction don't fair work before it passed now.
Yeah, it's always working. Yeah, when it comes to forest. So
thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I greet everyone on the panel.
Don't go yet. Did you see my email?
Well, that we can't hear you. Where you they talk from?
I beg come up for where you did, though. Where you did?
Can you hear me? Hold on now. Just pay attention. You hear me? Can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Nah.
Okay, Mr. Jonathan.
Now Biden, brother, with that. It might be in the basement.
Hold on now. Just hold on. Must you interrupt?
He's in the basement.
Mr. Jonathan, if you see my email, respond to it, please. And
yeah, you said what?
Respond to my email.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
And
all right.
that stuff, that thing may arrive to you on Monday, possibly.
Okay, thank
Since
you.
Monday.
Let's move on.
Okay,
Let's
all
move
right.
on and give us a mandate.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much.
Mr. Jonathan.
Thank you
God
very
bless
much,
you,
Mr. Elvis. Mr. Chimeze, thank you. I really appreciate it.
You're
Thank you.
welcome, my brother.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you very much. My people, help us to press on the like, help us to share. Let our voices go far. We meet some of our people here. Madam Nena came the other day. Madam Luke came 3 days ago, but she couldn't speak. Our audio was having issue as well. Madam Luke, we miss your submission. Wait till they happen, so they don't force us for this 70,000 naira now. So, do we still have choice? As it be so, August Chuk so be boise. We don't miss you, Taya. We don't know where you day. Maybe I need to reach you privately now. Sometimes it's not too easy. A lot of people have given up on Nigeria. So it's very unfortunate. But let's move on. If I don't mention your name, not Vessel, but I miss you as well. Talk to us, Ogashimeze. You have the floor. 8 minutes.
Yes, Mr. Elvis. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. I greet all the panelists. I greet everybody, all Nigeria Watch family. Yes, we are here again. Like I said yesterday, I said something yesterday, and that thing have already happened. Well, let me go like this first. Ajero, I don't know. You see, let me tell you, all the whole people in this Turumbu regime, I think all of them, the whole ministry, the whole ministers, House of Representative, the Senate, I think all of them are rubber stamp. All of them. Because if they are not, why would you accept something you have been fighting for over since early this year? You started fighting over this minimum wage of something. Okay, the whole analysis this guy did, where is those analysis about the hardship, about the increment of food commodity and the other stuff, the transportation? Then you now come up with 70,000. So then where is their senses? Where is everything you have been fighting for? You said from 600, you came down to, I think, 250 or 350. Okay, you said 250. Okay, even the 250 is not the half of the 250. Okay, where the people will go? Who is this workers? If I may ask, who is these people that will earning 70,000 a month? Do they have family? Who are they? Are they not human beings? Are they spirits? They can't speak out. They can't come out and say, no, we can't take this. If Ajero and the TUC and Labour, all of them won't be there for you guys. You guys can break out and say, no, we can't take this. Say we can't. Enough is enough. But you keep silent. This 70,000, you like it, you love it. When you go to the market, this 70,000 won't buy nothing. It won't feed your family even in 1 week. And people that giving 3 buza for president. Oh my God! What a shame! In fact, their shame is shaming me. What a shame! These Nigerian people need to wake up and say no. The workers. You see, some people are here. When Obaseki did 70,000, I will give kudos to the governor of Edo State. Kudos to him. Now, I think they emulate from him. Even the 70,000 is not enough. It's not even 50%. The way things is in Nigeria today. The way the food, the way everything go up. The transport, the food. So if you have like 5 kids, how will you use 70,000 to train them or to give them to put food on their on the table? That's why the crime is rising every day by day. Like Mr. Elvis will say, some of them will go there and pressing bolombolom on the social media. You see, you watch out. You go look at those things because they don't see that food. Those things look. That food is not them. That money is not enough for them. If you see their parents, their children, they will be wayward. Some of them will be just go and do one thing or the other. Not that if you see them, you say, oh, is what this person is doing. It's very bad. Believe me, Nigeria need to wake up. So this protest they are saying now, that one is I already know is died. In fact, it's died off. It's gone. No one. I don't sure that anybody will come out and protest. But if hunger is too much in the land, if the hunger is continue, then I think they might wake up by themselves. Not everybody. Not this one that will be announced on television. On social media. Then come for what I said yesterday on Edo State. I said something yesterday. I said this person, this Shaibu is working for APC, and he already played out. He's working for APC. All this fight he was fighting. Okay, you are fighting. You say you have your own. You went and do your own election in your house. Then I thought you were in a court for you to come out to be a candidate of a PDP. Now you now deflect to APC. Come on, man. What kind of joke is that? Eh? You see? I said it yesterday. If you look his face, he's guilty. He's guilty. He's just doing those things, to cover up. But he have already made up his mind what he want to do. So if you know from the one, he's fighting the governor. Now everybody have already seen it. So Edo people, APC is about to do something. But please, don't allow what happened in 2023 election to happen in Edo. Because now, these people, they have already put the way they will rig the election. Because they will say, oh, PDP and Labour Party, they share votes. They are the ones who win the election. This is what they will play out. Because when you look at election, presidential election 2023, PDP and Labour share the vote. And this is where they will go and rig the election. And nothing will happen. I don't know if people will just look around and say, no, let us go with Asue Igadolo. It's more important to put somebody that's strong, who will pilot affair of Edo State in the name of Asue. So I don't know how this their way will play out, but I bet you, Edo people, don't sleep. When you are sleeping, use one eye open. Like one eye will open so that you will see what is playing out. Because they have already started. APC already put everything in place to rig the election. The governor might say, oh, I'm in charge. But APC is very dangerous. It's your former party. You know that. As well, you will put people in place. Know that this fight it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. It's not a baby. It's not the normal election you guys normally have. This one is different. This one is different. You have to stand, put people in place, not to go and fight, but to put people, if APC want to come and do anything to harm people or to do anything stupid, they will handle them. That's the kind of people you put in place to monitor what is going on in the state, and the governor too. You won't allow anything as you are about to do this, about to enter this election. You need to put things in place by yourself. Know the people you are fighting. They are strong, so that your state will have peaceful election come 2024, being on November. So Niger Watch, I put something for you last time about Asari. I put something for you, and I repost it again today because I saw what I didn't watch all your presentation, but I saw Asere was saying about Wike, so I posted that thing for you. Wike, Asere is with Sinful. He's with him right now. He's with him with this with his governor with what is going on in Rivers State. So
thank you, sir. Thank you. I would like to quickly say this. I can see you are a very strong supporter of Aswen, but I believe by now you should know how to pronounce his surname, because that's the person you're supporting. If now only that one you learn every evening before you enter and go bed, I think it's very, very important. If somebody you are supporting and you still don't know how to pronounce his surname, that means that we are beginning to see some hypocritical effort here. If you're supporting somebody, you should know the person well. Why are you supporting him? What do you know about him if you cannot pronounce his surname? So please start practicing that now every night before you go to read it like the Bible.
It's Igodalo now, Igodalo.
You say
it's also Igodalo.
Igodalo. Okay, that's
Igodalo.
Okay, now you pronounce it well now, but try and get it right all the time. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, I'm back though.
Okay.
I'm back.
You're finally back now. Okay, but
yeah, I'm back in my base.
How come you joined the panel then?
Yeah, I'm back. I still in my. I want to relax 2 days before I start work. No.
Oh, okay, wonderful. Blessing now this panel now going to miss you, Pastor. Thank you. All right, sir. Thank you very much. Okay, let me quickly move on to the next person. I'd like to appreciate you. I love God is my strength once again. God bless you, man. Thank you so much. It's only love of God is my strength. I buy me coffee today. Nobody else click on the $sign. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. Love of God is my strength. I'm grateful, man. God bless you. Real me, Abdul, you said I miss you. I don't miss you. I don't mention your name. I don't acknowledge you since now. Tele. Let's say you comment, you can't come out, go kitchen, go to make the DM. Before you come now, that time I mention your name. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. Alga Chris, you have the floor, sir. Talk to us. Good evening to you, sir.
Yeah, Domo sir. Good evening, Nigerians. Nigeria Watch, it's good to be with you on a hot Saturday like this. Good evening, everybody. The people in the comment section. It's so nice to be with you all once again. It's so nice for the opportunity to come and contribute to what affects us together as a people, as a nation, as a people with common destiny. Yeah, and let me quickly seize the opportunity to say special greetings to Mommy Diaspora. Thank you so much, Mommy, for all you do for us. Not just on air, also when the program is not going on, everything you do for us, we appreciate you. Yeah, everybody in the comment section, welcome and good evening. And the people listening to us from all over the world, I say good evening to you all. It's nice to be with you. And the people on the panel with me, and good evening. And the returning Mr. Jonathan, I know you are gone, but it was nice hearing your voice once again. Yeah, we expect you to join us as soon as possible so that we can begin to deepen the discussion, because there's nothing like having disparaging views which will finally coalesce into a singular focus. And that focus is what Mr. Njawaj has been saying every single day, that my dream is just to have a better Nigeria that will work for you and me. But unfortunately, the powers that be, the owners of Nigeria, they would never allow that to happen. I think Mr. Njawaj has copiously elucidated from the beginning that even if Peter Obi wins, they are not going to give him the seat of power. I don't think it's even a proposition. It already happened before, over a year ago, and he was never allowed to go there. Despite all the propagandas against him, the 4 people tweeting in the room, everything, the man still trumped everybody with the manipulations, the shenanigans. He was still able to get 12 states with every diatribe against this man. If he was still able to win 12 states comfortably, imagine what he would have done if the election was to be free and fair. It could have been a complete overhaul of the system. But trust me, the power that be, they are never going to have none of that. And that is why when some of us say Nigeria is not for you, and you should understand where we are coming from. And Black Panther, you are not here today. You always talk about a new constitution. Now, the current constitution is fraudulent. I agree with you in total. The very first sentence on that constitution says, "We the people of Nigeria." How many of you are Abdul Salam Abubakar? How many of you are talk that one? It's not just you and few of your people, few of your goons, few of your dogs, gather them together and you wrote whatever you wrote and you gave to Nigeria. You gave to Nigeria a constitution that ensures that 2/3 of the local governments are located in the north. And we know that our national resources, national wealth are shared by percentage of local governments. And you concentrate 2/3 in the north, whereas the vast majority of funds that this nation generates, the wealth of this nation comes from the south. Can't you see the country itself is just a complete fallacy? So we ought not to really be surprised or are taken aback by the way things are going in this nation. It is exactly how it is designed to be. It is designed in such a way that it is just strong enough to keep the people together, but weak enough to give the people power. So by that kind of arrangement, it means the owners of Nigeria, they can perpetuate themselves in power continuously. Maybe once in a while, somebody from the society, the low-ranking people, you get your breakthrough into this elite group of people that control Nigeria. And funny enough, once these oppressed people, any one of them is able to break into this group, they'll just continue and join the other people that are messing the nation. That is why I always ask any person, any leader that comes to this panel, I always ask them that simple question. Will you bring history back to our school? Because it is only when we know the history of Nigeria, that is when we will know where all of us actually stand in the arrangement of this country. It's on record that every person in Nigeria, we have all been in this geographical space called Nigeria. It's only the group of people, the Fulanis, we must call them by their name, that came from the Futa Jalon. Those are the people that have been causing problem, real problem, with accomplices, of course, obviously from other parts of the country. You know, they've been the one, and they are the fault. So if you talk about colonial masters, it doesn't even bother some of us to know that the Fulanis themselves, they are also colonial masters. But the reason why you don't see them like that is because they have your skin color. That is why you don't see them like that. If you look at what they did in the north, they completely obliterate the people, remove their culture, and they instilled their own culture. That's why in the north, it's only a Fulani man that can be an emir. That is colonization at its peak, and they became part of us. The reason I'm just drawing this into this discussion is that if you see the number of these guys that have ruled the nation, they are the highest number. And trust me, these are just a population of like 10 million people. In the whole of the North, they in the 19th state of the North, I think there are governors in 13 states, and nobody shares it with them. And these are the people that have ensured that power will never, ever come to somebody like Peter Obi. Because they know, because I have to call them out, because they know if power gets to somebody like Peter Obi, it's going to change the status quo. And it is the status quo that fits these people, their ego. It fits their greed. It fits their bad governance. What do? They are just a kind of people that, keeps you people educated and allow the vast majority of the people to be uneducated, to be poor. I mean, poverty-stricken, not just poor. And they use these people to unleash mayhem on their opponents. That is their style. Left for every other person, the Hausa man is not your problem. I know it's a very common thing for we in the South to call everybody in the North the Hausa. It will shock you to know that the minorities in the North, they even suffer more than what you guys in the South suffer. But these people are just there completely completely emasculated, not emancipated. That's the thing that's going on. And that's what they intend to spread across the face of Nigeria. Now, the next thing, before 8 years is gone, power has to go back to the North again. And trust me, if power is going back to the North, it has to be another Fulani man or a Kanuri man. Whereas the Hausas that are more in population, they just stay at the background. Because their general meme is to be docile, which is not supposed to be so. That is why there is need for everybody to speak up, to fight for yourself. Because if you don't do that, nobody is going to give you power on a platter of gold. And I think that was where we missed it in 2023. And I hope we'll do better if we are going to be part of this structure, if we are ready to take power from these people. Let's not think it's going to happen by just going to vote, and the processes, the procedures, they must be followed all through and through. Because the way it stands now, they know Peter Obi is the greatest threat to that feeding bottle in their mouth. So how do you expect these people? Is it a Dangote that is going to relinquish power? Is it a Dangote? How much was Nigeria's government contribution to his refinery? $9 billion. And Emefiele opened his maggot-infested mouth to tell us that Dangote has paid over 7 billion of that amount. And right now, the 20% equity stake of Nigeria in Dangote's refinery is gone. It's no longer 20%. I think it has come down to 4%. You see, you take the fund of a nation to enrich one person at the instance of every other, at the instance of 200 million people. And you tell me Nigeria is one. And you tell me that people that are agitating, that they want to leave, that they don't love Nigeria. Who told you Nigeria is one? Who told you? People keep saying gods that Germany, which God joined una together? Flora Shaw suddenly became your God. Flora Shaw was just the girlfriend of Lord Lugard. She woke up one early morning, maybe half drunk. And the next thing she said is Nigeria. And that's how you became Nigeria. And you tell him, is that how your God operates? That is not how my God operates. Is it everything that happened to people that people say it is God? Is it not the same colonial master that colonized India, colonized Malaysia, colonized everywhere in the world, and every country they colonized? Those people, they've been able to jettison that colonial mentality. But what are we saying in Nigeria? We keep saying it is God. The next election will come. They will do what they have done before, and the British and the US and all of them, they will still support whoever is in power. The earlier we get it clear that these guys don't really care. They just want a stable Africa. They don't want the influx of refugees. They want Africa to be stable in the sense that it will benefit them, not stable in the real sense of it. They want leaders that they can control, people they have their fights, their dossier, people that can do their biddings. Those are the kind of leaders they want for Africa. And if you think that after election you keep saying British they didn't do anything, the US they didn't do, you are going to wait for long. You are going to wait for a long time. And if you think these guys are not after Obi or after the Igbos, because they've come to see that the Igbos, they're only the subset of Nigerians that are really out there that can look at you eyeball to eyeball, that don't have any regard for any kind of power, no matter who you are. They believe in hard work, excellence, and let the mightiest warrior prevail at every time. That is why they are after these guys. If not that, how can you tell me that the likes of Sheikh Gumi has been calling for this protest? Showore has called for this protest. There are tweets everywhere that Showore is made. Sheikh Gumi, Islamic clerics in the north, hundreds and hundreds of videos. Even very dark man. Every of these persons, they've all talked about the protest. But yet, a certain 17-year-old man, 70-year-old Twitter user comes to tell Nigerians that this is about Peter Obi, it's about the obedience. They want to remove Tinubu from power. That the effect, like Nigeria was saying earlier, that if you read everything that man wrote, you can't even bear it. You can't even finish the reading. I had to come back to be reading that in bits and pieces. I'll be reading and I'll get so angry, I'll leave. Go and look for any other thing to do. I'll come back again and read, hoping that what he wrote there would change. But it's the same thing. You see a complete hatred against a people that the only thing they have done is that they want good governance. They want excellence. Imagine the people you so repressed that after the civil war, you gave 20 pounds. That was what the Igbos got. Imagine the people that have gone through that war. Look at them today, after how many years? Are they not arguably still the prosperous group in the nation? And you don't allow those people to come to power. You are blocking it in every way. And you see the sufferings, the killings. Look at the level of education. In the Southeast, look at every indices of human development. It is best in the Southeast. So technically, when they say Nigeria is the capital poverty, the poverty capital of the world, or the level of education is what's this, the under 5 mortality rate, all those indices, they are coming from the north. So if you remove the north from Nigeria, you see that the indices of development in Nigeria will skyrocket immediately. Then you have loads and loads of people. That's why they say Buhari is a great leader. A great what? You've been a president twice, and look at your state. What is the average rate of people going to school in your state? What has it done to develop the common people in the state? They will never do that. That is what we need to understand about the Fulani style of government. It's a simple thing. Get a few people educated and allow the others to wallow in poverty. They use the others to do their biddings, to do their mayhems, to be their foot soldiers. They encourage them to embrace their marriage system, while their children, their wives, their uncles, their aunts, they all school abroad. And they want to go abroad to school, they go to the Western world. They come back to Nigeria and start telling those people that everything about the West is haram. But yet, if they are ill, that is the West they go to. Because this is their game, to keep their people uneducated, while the few educated ones use those people to attack the other parts of the nation. Imagine the NSAS. Buhari said it was against his government, that they wanted to remove his government. Look at what Islamic clerics they have been preaching. They are saying that it was wrong to have protested against Buhari because Buhari is not an infidel. That Tinubu, it's okay. Shegumi, they are saying it is okay to campaign against him, to protest against Tinubu, because Tinubu is not an Islamic president. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the level of whitewash? And you think it's these same people you are going to deal with? It's like fighting with a pig. It's like you descend into the arena. At the end of the day, they will beat you silly because they know how to dwell in dirty waters. Those are the people you want to do election with and expect a free and fair election. People that don't know anything about manifesto, not just only them in the north, but the north, they are this postal boy, the postal boy for all this analysis I'm doing. Then you want to involve in a rat race with these people, forgetting that in a rat race, no matter whoever wins, everybody remains a rat. Because it was a rat race from the beginning. In the very first instance, it was a rat race. So no matter who emerged victorious, they will all become rats. That is what the election system in Nigeria has become. If you remove Peter Obi from the equation, the rest of them, they are all rats. And no matter who wins amongst them, it will be a rat race. No matter who wins, the person will remain rat. Who could have told us that if any person ever told you in your widest imagination that this is what the Naira will be exchanging for today, this is what fuel is going to be today, I'm very sure you will tell the person that he's dreaming, that he has gone sick, and the person must be demented. And we look at all these things, we fold our hands, and we think Nigeria is going to get better. We must be dreaming. Is it not the same thing that has just expressed itself in labor? Imagine somebody that Nigeria would talk to barely 2 weeks, just last week here. And look at what they've done. I think it was Jonathan that said earlier that even that man that was promising, at the time he was having that interview, they've already concluded all these. He knows what's going to happen. Is it the first person that is? Are they the first people that are doing? No. Oshomole did the same thing with Obasanjo. The stage protest here and there, whereas they've already discussed what they want to do. It's even better we are hearing this man's name. There is another one, Abdul Wahid Omar. That was there 2007 to 2011 or thereabouts. That was how he was just there. It's only when it's time to get something from the government, that's when they talk and talk and talk and talk. We even have Ayuba after him. There was Ayuba that was there as the NLC chairman. It is the same game. This man even had a PhD, a master's in public health. Yet, he wants to tell me he doesn't know what is good for his people. He wants to sincerely tell me that these leaders that we have, they don't know what is good for themselves. They don't know what is good for the people. They do. If they don't know, had it be they don't know what is good, how come before anything is wrong with them, they know the good place to go and take treatment? They know how to send their children to the best of schools in the world. They know that they cannot use the road that they construct. They know that they cannot use the facilities that they provided because they know what is good. They know what you and I want, but they are not going to do it. Unless we take our nation, the destiny of our nation, we have to take it in our hands. Have you not heard that if you hold life in its throat, life will give you what you want? The stars, the moon, they will all align together, natural forces, to give you that thing that you want. But if you are docile, hoping and praying, my brother, we are going to wait for a long time. Have you not heard that man must not wait for God to do for man what man must do for himself? We've heard all this. Have we not heard that gods live by speaking and they die by killing themselves? Have we not heard that we are all gods? And the only way we can live is by speaking. The only way we die is by killing ourselves. And the man died when he refused to speak in the face of opposition. And I dare to say, that was a word coined by Professor Wole Soyinka. But is Professor Wole Soyinka talking now? Can we conveniently say that his parable or his speech has now applied to him? Because he said the man died who refused to speak in the face of opposition. As Professor Soyinka spoken in the face of this opposition we are seeing, he promised to talk to Nigeria. He promised to say something about this government after 1 year. And some of us said it's just, it's just fooling. It's just the normal rhetorics. But people think we were just trying to play the normal politics. Tinubu government has been over 1 year. Do we even need to go and force Professor Wole Soyinka to say something? And no matter whatever he says, now I'm very sure before he says then, he will apologize to Tinubu's government behind the scene. Before we come out to say that, look, let me just go and give these people something. Because you can imagine they are naming everything after this man, everything nameable. And you expect this man to be able to take the government of Tinubu to the cleaners? Like Nigeria was said in his monologue, in his analysis, that if Peter Obi wins, they are never going to give him. And don't forget, this same Professor Wole Soyinka already told you all, already told Nigerians that Peter Obi shouldn't contest again. What a statement. You have somebody like Peter Obi and a professor, for that matter, comes out to say that Peter Obi shouldn't contest again. This is the same professor that called Jonathan's wife Shaibu, a sitting president's wife. You call that a sheepopotamus because you people feel Jonathan was not doing the best thing for the nation. And yet, look at what's going on. Where are the voices? Where are the Ojota voices? Where are the musicians? Where are the cash activists, not activists? Where are they? All of a sudden, they've all gone mute. They've all lost their sense of belonging. They've all lost that Nigerianness that pushed them to ensure that they danced and sing at Ojota, all in the name of good Nigeria, all in the name of things must change. So where are those people? So has Nigeria suddenly changed for good for them? Where are the pastors that said that miracle is going to bring the dollar down? Thank you, Mr. Jonathan, for your powerful analysis on the forex situation in Nigeria. It never fails. I was just praying that before you come back, that 5 naira extra would just be part of the whole equation so that I can give you that 100% credit. But now it's 99. Mr. Anjawaj asked you the other time, what do you think is going to happen to the naira and the dollar? 2 months ago, I've been following your prediction and everything is about 99% completed. The truth is that we know where we are going to, but yet we are not taking the appropriate action. We are just hoping that something magical is going to happen. It is never going to happen. Nations are not built on wishful thinking. You have to be deliberate about the building of a nation. And national building don't respond to prayers. That is why you have Indians, which is mainly the bulk majority of Indians are Hindus. You have Chinese, which is almost religious-less. Look at the West, the Christian faith. Look at Saudi Arabia, the Islamic faith. Every of these nations, they are all doing well, irrespective of the God that they pray to. And you sit down here, you want to talk, then our religious cleric, the sick and demented ones among them, you keep telling us to take it easy. God will do the best. Mr. Anjawash, thank you so much. Let me not stretch this far. You've given me a... I bless you, sir. I appreciate the time you gave me. Yeah, I really do appreciate. Thank you so much. And God bless you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Oga Chris. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. You see, I'm happy that you align with me on my submission earlier on. You know, about Peter Obi is the fact, you know. So these people will not allow Peter Obi to rule. I know some of you will be casting and be binding now when you are hearing things like this. We rebuke, we forbid, we cast, we do this. Remember that people have been forbidding and be casting before you were born. You were born, yes. Any age you did right now, people were already forbidding and casting in Nigeria before you were born, and Nigeria is still never better. So we have to face the reality rather than casting and binding. You know, these people, you know, with the way they take carry themselves, they're not going to allow Peter Obi to rule because they know say Peter Obi will pay back. Obviously, you and I know Peter Obi will certainly pay back. If you allow Peter Obi to become the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria today, Peter Obi will pay back. And these people know. The way you know, they know. So you say me they let and rule Abi. The country, now let Nigerians will take their country back. But meanwhile, I'd like us to move on. Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, thank you very much, sir, for a super chat. I'm very, very grateful. God bless you for me. Thank you, sir. All right, guys, do your part. Press on the like button. Help us to share. The last person on the panel is give us a mandate. Give us a mandate. Please talk to us, sir. Good evening to you once again. Give us a mandate. You are not ready. I'll just like us to move on. Ogashimize, please give us your final submission. Let's do 4 minutes so that we can round up. Thank you, sir, if you're there.
Yes, Niger Watch, thank you for giving me this opportunity again to speak. Yeah. Well, what I will say again, Nigerian government need to help their masses. You know, like, I don't know, Nigeria don't have, will I say the masses don't have have mouth to say again, because the people supposed to speak for the masses. The Jagaban already bought them all. If you want to speak or you want to go against him, he will call you and give you your own portfolio, and you go and you shut your mouth up. You see? So this is the thing there. We are talking about 2027, and he already bought his way in already. That's the way. That is it. He already bought his way in. When we come out and talk, saying about 2027, I don't know how. I pray that God will keep us alive and we see how everything going to play out. But the masses need to, by themselves, the Nigerians need to wake up. They have to wake up. It's hard time they will say enough for this. I know people in social media don't care. The people that make money, some of them that make money from social media, the content creators, all of them, they don't care all this. The average of Nigeria passing through, or the people doesn't have enough data, or they don't have way to get into the social media or do one or two. So the hunger is too much. I spoke with my mother yesterday and today. He said, but the hunger is too much. So Nigerians need to wake up. No one's gonna do this for you guys, unless you can never say the people in diaspora should come back and help you guys. We can never come back. No, we can't. Because so many people out there want to do evil for even the people staying here in diaspora. You are looking way to kidnap them if they come back. The people that doesn't want to work. I know there is work, but some people don't want to work. But Nigeria need to wake up, get up and say, no, we have to take this we have to take this thing into our hand. We have to go into the street and do the needful and exercise our franchise, which is protest. Is your right. So that the government will know that what they are doing is bad. If if the masses is not waking up, not getting up, not doing anything, remain only talking at the way we speak, the way we talk here. And talking is good, but then they need to do the needful on the ground. Because we talk, yes. We are not hungry. Yes, we are not hungry here. We go about our businesses, our works, then we will make ourselves comfortable here. We are comfortable here. Everybody in this platform is comfortable. But you back home, you will say, oh, you guys will come back. Oh, come and protest. Oh, this one. I don't know, you guys. It can continue saying that. And when your hunger is biting you, hitting you and your family, okay, 70,000 naira minimum wage, does it gonna go a long way with you? If you have a car today, how much you're fueling your car? How much do you fuel your cars every day? Check it 30 days in a month. Check your expenses. Check how you go in and how you come in, how you go out and how you go back. And after much, the government will give you 70,000. It's not enough. It's not enough. I don't know why you guys will sit in there. Government will be drilling you, keep you guys in darkness. You don't want to see you see light. No, you say you remain in dark. You have to wake up. You have to get up and say no for this evil government APC. I tell you, I still say PDP have human feelings.
I still saying it. If you keep PDP and the APC, believe me, look of 16 years of APC, PDP, and look 9 years of APC, and see, tell me which one is nice, which one is good among two of them. So, Niger Watch, thank you. I will leave it right here. If you give me more opportunity to say something, I will still talk. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. God bless you. Okay, let me come to Destiny. Oga Destiny, you have 4 minutes. Please talk to us.
Thank you so much, Mr. Niger Watch, and I greet every one of us in the panel. It is a situation right now. We don't even know where to start from, and where not to start from, because they take us as fool, and we give them the opportunity to always take us as fool, because I've blamed the government enough, but right now I'm not sure I will be blaming the government anymore. I will blame mostly our brothers and sisters back home, because they have the power, they have everything. Okay, now let's just say, if you guys cannot do it with protests and everything, time of election, why don't you guys do it? They will still bring the 1,000 to 2,000, you guys will collect it. And you guys are suffering. No one of them that will reject those money. So I think it's hard time we stop blaming all the government, blame ourselves, because we are now the problem. Because all these people are doing everything. When the time of election, we collect all those change. When they come back, when the time for protest, we say we are not going to protest because we don't want to lose our lives. This one. But okay, now time of election, we know that if we all stand up and say this is what who we are going to vote for, I believe it is very difficult for them to kill everyone there in that polling unit. So I don't know where to start from in this issue right now. That is why every time, sometimes before now, I was blaming those governments. When I see what happened in Edo State yesterday, day first day, and what happened before now, it looked like we, the people, we are not ready. We are giving these people chance to do whatever they are doing because of what does not even reach anything. How can somebody come and give you something that cannot even buy you a bag of rice? You want to kill by yourself for that issue. I beg anybody that want to buy yourself, I beg you with the name of God or whatever you believe, buy yourself. Because all these people that you are buying yourself for, after you buy yourself, they will still be having fun and everything with their children and their friends. So any former children like us that don't want to have sense up till now, please, I beg you, collect that your maybe 50,000 or 100,000. Please go and carry that your gun or whatever, your knife, whatever, by yourself, so that we know that many of them that did not have sense, they are reducing. Maybe before like some years, the ones that have sense, all of us will gather together and make the country better. Because right now, the way I'm seeing it, people that do not have sense, they are more. How can every time this labor union, I cannot even talk about them again, because when that man came to that arise, he was talking, I didn't even see any reasonable thing that he said. If you will open on the mouth and tell you that it's because of something like this, that is why he want to remove people. Why don't you ask this man, okay, what of the first subsidy that you removed before? Where is it? What is happening? You came here to tell us, because you know that we Nigerians, some of us, whatever they tell us, we always believe. We don't even think to know that what this person is saying is lying or not. We don't think. And the worst part of it is that this quote that I don't know where it came from, Edda is always right and they have sense. And we forget that when we are growing up that time, they'll say, this person does not have sense, so don't go close to him, or he will make you like this. He doesn't do well, he's stubborn, this. And okay, when he grow up now, the sense just come out automatically. And now you ask us to respect everybody. When we know that there are some elders that does not even have sense, even when they are still coming up, seeing when they become an elder. Must we take everybody like this Pebble or whatever they call itself? Can you anybody, even the people that always come here that they are supporting him, can they take Okpebolo as his own roommate? He said, this is my roommate, this is the person I always imitate. I want my daughter or my son to be like Okpebolo. If you are talking, we don't always think. No normal human being that will say that I want my daughter to be like Okpebolo. But you come here because of I know I am not there. I don't know if they give anybody money, but within my spirit and everything, nobody is supporting Okpebolo with free. Because if you cannot pray for your son, anybody that come here, I'll ask him if you will pray that his son or his daughter will be like Okpebolo. You come here and tell us that you are supporting Okpebolo. We feel just like some people supported this according to my brother, give us our mandate. You said drug barrier. Supporting, can you pray for your son to be like that man? You not pray for that, and you will be supporting something like that. Then you come here and tell us that I did not collect money, I did not even know Pepolo, I did not even know Jagaba, I was just supporting him because I know he can do the work. What are you saying? Who are you deceiving? Stop deceiving yourself because we here, you are not deceiving us. Even many of our listeners, you are not deceiving them. Everybody that just came without sense, we know, already all of us know, even you that is supporting him because of the small change you collect, like the man that said he went to Edo State to collect $5,000. Who's me? I even know that man did not even go to Edo State without collecting anything. That is just the truth. Can you pray for your son or your daughter to be like that man? We just come here, talk, supporting something that we are not supposed to support. Supporting person, this man is, I like this man. Man. Thank you, Mr. Niger Watch.
All right, Mr. Destiny, thank you, sir. Thank you for your time with us today. I appreciate you. It's not easy to do this every day. I appreciate every one of you that is being consistent or coming in whenever you can. I appreciate you all. I'm gonna God bless you now. I would like to quickly appreciate Madam Bella Naomi. Thank you very much, Madam, for your super chat earlier on. And thanks for always being there, your encouragement. I appreciate you, ma. God bless you. Okay, Oga Chris, please, your final submission so we can round up.
Domo-san. Yeah, Mr. Nanjawat, once again, thank you so much. Yeah, for remaining just one of the very few medias that is ready, to say the truth the way it is, to help in the fight for a one Nigeria. All you just need to do to get angry is to just listen to Arise TV for 10 minutes. Listen to any of the mainstream media for 5 minutes. You'll be so angry and you just be disenchanted with the kind of things those people report there as if they are not in Nigeria. They report these things as if they are from outside of space. They are talking to people in Nigeria as if they don't have friends, they don't have family members that go to the same market that every other person goes to. Look at what the cost of food has become in Nigeria. Just look at. And yet, the body responsible for protecting workers would wake up and accept a meager 70,000 naira when every other thing has skyrocketed. You remove fuel subsidy. Where is the fund coming from that subsidy? You just increase everything everywhere. Even with this 70,000 naira, it's just like $40 or thereabouts. Whereas, like 15 years ago, I was just in level 10. With my salary, I could buy plane tickets and I still have a lot left. But today, then minimum wage was even 18,000 naira. But today, with 70,000 naira minimum wage, you can't even use your minimum wage times 5 to buy a plane ticket. And yet we said, I like my brother also keeps saying, I don't understand, I don't understand, I don't understand. And the other thing my brother said is that, there's this thing people keep saying, don't, the elders don't, they are wise. No, you can have a little boy that has been a thief, and the person will grow up and become an elder. It doesn't automatically mean that anything he says is from the Bible or anything he says is the law because he's now an elder. No, you can respect that person for his age. That should be it. That should be it. If he speaks wisdom, okay, fine, you listen. But if he doesn't, you cannot now say because he's 80 years, then you have to listen to everything he's saying. Like Professor Wole Soyinka said that Peter Obi should not contest in 2027, that he's not fit. You know what that word means? If so, of course, Peter Obi is actually not fit to be the president of the nation because he's not that kind of person they want. They know the kind of people they want. The everyday people, the yes man people, the yes sir people. Nigeria have been declining, but it's never been so bad with this APC government. The PDP, for God's sake, during PDP's time, it wasn't all about tribalism. There was no attack on one section of the country. Obasanjo was there. He brought everybody into his government. The chairman of INEC, both of them were from Edo State. Before he brought the professor from Anambra State, after the tenure of those people. Just like that, every appointment was distributed across the length and breadth of the nation. The same thing with Jonathan. Things were relatively okay, but they were bad. But somehow okay-ish. But look at the government of APC, nepotism at its height. Buhari did everything outside of the book. Every single thing. And yet, nobody could do anything. Nobody could do anything at all. Because the problems that are confronting the government of Tinubu today started. They predated his administration, if we really have to be fair. But the truth is that he could have done something then. He was part of the people that prevented, the people that would have stopped this massive looting, this bloodletting from continuing. But yet they wanted Buhari to just finish his tenure so that they can come in, so that they can exercise that right of a Milokon. And that is actually what they achieved with that. They achieved it and it worked perfectly for them. And that is why the rest of Nigeria is a captured state. These people know exactly what they are up to. The next is talking about sharing 25 trailer loads of rice, treating your people like common beggars. The people you are supposed to govern, treating them like beggars. There are no funds to do things, but they do all these things and they rub it right in our faces. Imagine none of these people, despite how bad this situation, none of them has even decided to take a pay cut, at least. Just show solidarity with the people. They've not reduced anything they are doing. They still fly their private jets. They still go to their hotel houses in Saudi Arabia, in Dubai, in Spain, in Lanzarote, everywhere around the world. In the Caribbean, they still enjoy themselves. But yet they keep telling the people that are already dead to keep trying. Just like Diallo said, how do you expect me to survive when I have how many 100 shots by my side? How? How do you expect the common man to survive when you have completely deprived him of everything, no dignity at all? People that ordinarily would not beg, everybody is turning to a beggar, literally, in the country. You know, Mr. Njawaj that said here that 2 days ago, that he just made a comment, what can 20,000 naira do for you? And boom, everybody coming. That is to tell you how they have thrown the people they are supposed to protect, their sanctity. And don't forget, when people start living on begging, they can do anything. You can use them to do anything. It only takes the grace of God for a few of them to be able to still stand, to maintain their human dignity. When you remove the economic power from a man, what else is left of him? Nothing. That is exactly the plan of these people. They make everybody suffer so much, then later they give you a little and you start clapping for them. That's why some of us find it very appalling that we don't just go about praising any government because they've done one or two things. We must have to look at the complete picture, the big picture. That is where we set our focus on. That is why we keep criticizing, not until a critical mass of people is taken care of. Let's even assume the minimum wage is 150. What about the informal sector? What have they done about the informal sector? Because the critical mass is not even in the federal government. They are not even in the state government. They are not even in the local government. The other people in the streets, the hawkers, the people that are doing their separate business, they are akara fryers, the groundnut sellers, the banana sellers. How are you going to carry those ones along? Then you come to tell me and say the Western world, they are wicked. No. They take care of the least of their people. That is why they are setting minimum wage in the West. It has nothing to do with workers at all. If they say minimum wage, it is the least amount of money you can pay any person for any job done in the West. So even if you are a gardener, anything you are doing, this is the minimum wage that any person will pay you. Even if you just want to go and clap for somebody, the person cannot pay you less than that amount. But what do we do in our settings? We focus on workers for the state, workers for the federal government. And yet we turn around to blame these people when we can't even take care of our business. These things, they really stagger my imagination. Because it seems to be that wherever you have a concentration of black people, you have pandemonium. I'm sorry to say. You have pandemonium. And yet we are the first to throw jabs at ourselves. Just a few of us, they've been able to break free. The man in Rwanda is going in the right direction, but guess what? That Africanness, that blackness must still be in him. This is the man that go ahead to adjust the constitution every election cycle. He's running in his record fourth term or fifth term in office, despite every other good thing he has done. Because that is why we seem not to be able to rule ourselves. Because we want more, we want more, we want more. We don't want to do legacy projects. We just believe we are going to remain there. Imagine you have a president that was ill for 6 months. Till today, his illness was shrouded in secrecy. And because of that, he came back. He couldn't find a solution for the common man that might suffer that kind of illness in future. This is where governance in the West is different from governance in underdeveloped country, because these people, they focus on the people, the common man in the streets. The emphasis is on how to better the life of the common man. There are some things that, see, for example, in the Republic of Ireland, if you cannot get a school for your child for like, I think it's 5 kilometers or 7 kilometers, if you have to go beyond that to get a school, the government will pay anything that you spend extra. That is how a system ought to work. I'm not saying Nigeria should do like, but all the emphasis of that is to tell you that any government that cannot think of the people, that cannot focus on the common people, that government will never ever succeed. Never. There's no way you are going to look at it. Because the bulk of the population is made up of the common people, the everyday man on the streets. For example, in Edo State, we have like 4.5 million people, arguably, maybe 5 million. Trust me, if you have a government that is not focused on the life of over 70% of that 5 million, that's, let's say, 3.5 million, then at the end of the day, that government will end up not doing anything. The government will just be there, self-serving. So that is why we are saying there has to be a paradigm shift. the way we think as a people, the way we reason as a people. Mr. Chimeze already said from the beginning, yes, it was Chimeze, he said the hunger is too much. And you want people that are in overseas to come down to fight for you. Sometimes if I look at these values, sometimes I think it's not even real. I think I'm dreaming. You say they tell you this one is 4,000. To do this one, just one egg, one piece of egg is over how much? 200 or 300 naira? I don't know why people are still just the way they are. You are still trying to convince the people to do something. It doesn't have to be violence. It is your right to demand everything from your government. Nigerians, if you are listening,
depend on your location. No?
Nigerians, if you are listening, it is your right. Nobody is saying you should bring down your government, but it's your right to express your pains, your frustration. You are just only sending a message to your government peacefully. You are holding your government to accountable because that was why they voted for them in the first place. The purpose of election is that all of us, we all cannot have power to do what we want to do at the same time. So every time you go to vote, what you are actually doing when you vote is that you are giving your power. You are handing over your power, the power to construct road, the power to generate electricity, the power to build schools, the power to create jobs. You are handing those powers to one person. That is what you do when you vote. So if you give that person that power and the person refuses to do what you voted for him for, the power you gave him, if he refuses to do that, you are supposed to ask, is this rocket science, Nigerians? It's like you send your child or you gave a friend money to do something for you. Go and buy me a car. You give that person maybe 1 million naira and the person came without a car. You're not going to ask where the motor where I say may you go buy. Where is the motto? Permit me to use that. It's your responsibility to ask. So you cannot send somebody on an errand, then you expect another person to come and ask for you. If you give person money, may go buy motor for you. Not be you go ask the person. You go ask the motor where I say you go buy where. You not go fit give person money, may go buy motor for you. Then you will come to expect your rich neighbor or your neighbor will be soldier may come help you ask the person. That's exactly what you do anytime you call on diasporans to come and fight your battle for you. That is exactly what you do. How come these things are even more painful to the diasporans? I know the people, I understand the situation you are going through. I know it's about life, it's about threat, and it's about everything. But there's this common saying, can we keep living in fear? It is your country. If it were to be another man's country, I will understand. It is your country. It is only you that can free yourself. It is you that know the best thing for yourself. Nobody. Nobody else. You wear the shoe. You know where it pinches you. We can't keep living in fear. Like somebody said, even though I didn't die, but nothing of life remained in me. So that is as good as dead but living. I've seen images where they have to sell yams in peace, in cut sections, like something you want to use in the laboratory. It is so sickening. Instead of Nigerians to find solution, we are digging holes. The other day I saw somebody trying to use a watermelon to make stew. And people think it is you are improvising. No. If, for example, you are able to afford tomatoes, but you choose to use watermelon, that is a completely different thing altogether. I can accept that, but if you have to do that because you can't afford tomatoes, instead of you to focus on why you are not able to afford tomatoes, you are looking for, that is what they say. When they say there are some people, if you push them to the wall, instead of them to fight back, they will be digging hole. It's a metaphorical statement. It doesn't mean that they actually dig hole. Using watermelon to make stew is a perfect example for being pushed to the wall and you are not doing anything about it. If you have the option but you choose to completely fine. It's understandable. But if you have to do that because of poverty, then it becomes something else. Because there are some people, they don't eat beef. Not that they cannot afford it, but by personal choice, they don't. But there are some people, you cannot tell me that somebody that likes beef, but he cannot eat beef, then all of a sudden the person is not telling you that it's not even healthy at all. That's why I'm not, okay, since I cannot afford it, after all, it's not healthy. No, that is living, that is dead among the living. You are just actually existing. What is the point? What is the point of having a nation when your nation cannot do anything for you? You cannot speak up in your nation. You cannot have equal rights or near equal right with everybody else in your nation. You are relegated to the corner. You cannot exercise your franchise. You cannot vote and get results. You don't have light. You don't have electricity. The only thing that makes you a part of that nation is probably because you were born there and people know you are from that country. But when it is time for voting, you vote, you don't get results. And you are praying. You are praying. Is that how it works? Even the God you are praying to, is it not in your books that Angel Michael, the archangel, he fought with the rebellious angel? Is it not there in the books? It's there in the holy books. So fighting for your right is completely normal. Even the thing we call sin, the heaven and hell today, what is the origin? The devil wanted to take the position of God. And permit me to say that God literally fought for his rights. Told the devil, no, you cannot. God didn't go and start praying. That is the story. That is how it was handed down to us. The devil looked at God and he wanted to take his position. And God said no. He fought back. He deployed the angels. He deployed Angel Michael. So that alone ought to make us realize that fighting is okay. Even when in the garden, when Peter sliced the ears of that man, Jesus didn't tell him that why or throw away the knife. No. He kept the knife back to where it was because a time will come when you will actually need that knife. I'm using the word knife, not sword, because that was actually what it was. They were using it for domestic purposes and to protect themselves. They use it to cook, they use it to do it, and when it is time to use it for fight, they will use it. So that is it, because fighting for your right is completely normal. It doesn't have to be violent. So don't wait for diaspora. 70,000 is too small. Assuming the 70,000 is even with a promise. Okay, let's start with this. By the next 6 months, we'll increase it by 20%. In the next 6 months, we'll increase it by another 20%. Before my second term, I would have increased it by 80% or 100% or whatever it is. Let that be a promise that I'm giving to you people. If I don't do that, don't give me the opportunity to come back for a second term. That is how leaders that mean well for their nation, that is how they talk. And moreover, did this man, this NLC chairman, did he consult with the people? Was there any consultation with the people that he leads to tell them that people, see what I don't try reach, oh, now 70,000 a year we can't talk and reach, oh, una want? If he actually mean well for the people that he leads, then imagine this one gets to power tomorrow. Imagine what he's going to do. Now you have the opportunity to fight for your people. You have everything all made, all cut out for you. You almost have nothing to lose. 2 weeks ago, they were in Switzerland with the workers' funds, with the dues they collect from the workers. Even with Osifo, I saw all of them in Switzerland. But yet, they cannot fight for the people. The people they claim they are leading. To be honest, I have to quote Mr. Onsu the second time. I don't understand. When Mr. Onsu keeps saying he doesn't understand, you can think he's just repeating it, but he's saying the truth. How can you actually understand that? You are leading a people, you represent a people, you are doing negotiation. You cannot come back to tell the people, now so we do and reach, now 70,000 I go fit do for now. How we go do? Even if he comes back to the people, if the people even agrees 50,000, it's better than he just go there and take unanimous decision. You have to come back to the people you are representing. That is why it's labor. If labor organization, if they can't even do anything for the common man, then you expect the bourgeois in power, the capitalists in power, the people that believe everything is about, when you expect those ones to come and do something for you. And with the level of destruction, with the level of criminality, with the level of corruption, with everything they have done, it will only take a supernatural power to put Peter Obi there in that #1 seat. Because the revelation will just be too much. The revelation will just be too much. Even with the way it is now, imagine what has been revealed. Do you guys even know some of the reasons why Dangote could not even get crude oil from Nigeria? Because your crude oil, the ones under the ground, Buhari have sold them into the future. So even if Dangote wants to buy, he has to go and buy from those people at the prevailing market price. At the prevailing market price. Because when they were signing that deal, Osibajo was the president, but they neglected him. They took the agreement to Buhari in his sick bed in the UK. That is how badly you people have run your country. And let's not forget, we have to say this for people to know. I am not Igbo, I am not Biafra, but do you guys know when Buhari was in Nigeria House in the UK, do you guys know the people that went there to chase him out of that place before he came to Nigeria? If you have forgotten, Buhari didn't just wake up and started coming to Nigeria. People went to go and embarrass him there in Nigeria House in the UK. They went there to embarrass him and he had to leave. He had to leave the following day. I'll leave you with a little assignment by yourself. Let me continue what I'm saying. Go and find out the percentage of people that were there to chase that man away. And these are the same people you castigate at every point in time. What have they done to you? These are people that just mean well for the nation. We keep talking about one Nigeria, but these are the people that are actually joining the nation together. Go to the remotest part of anywhere in Nigeria, you see these people there doing their businesses. It is only these people that has houses in Kaura and Amuda. They have houses in Kano, they have in Katsina, they have in Maiduguri, they have in Kwara, they have in Delta, they have everywhere in Nigeria. They have houses. Go to the remotest village. And yet, these are the people that we complain. These are the people that we blame for everything going on in Nigeria. These are the people that we accuse of planning to divide the nation. Yeah, these are the people that have been able to invest in every part of the nation, every part. I challenge you, tell me one village that you go to, you not see these people doing their businesses there, uniting the very fabrics that holds the nation together. And yet, when it is time for the top job, all of a sudden they are not qualified. When it is time for the top job, all of a sudden they want to divide the nation. I'll just round up, Mr. Anjawosh, please, just 30 seconds, please. All of a sudden, they want to divide the nation. Now, the statements that Bayo Onanuga has placed, that listen to me, people, that statement is nothing. It's for people to begin to blame the Igbos for anything that's going to happen after that protest. Good evening, Mr. Anjawosh, and thank you, Nigerians, for listening. Mr. Anjawosh, thank you so much for the time you gave me. I appreciate, and I would never take it for granted. God bless you, sir.
Thank you, Oga Chris. Thank you so much, sir. That was deliberate because you were passing a very, very significant informations right there. So I never wanted to cut you off. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you very much, Destiny Wonsu, Mr. Shimize. Give us a mandate, although he couldn't give you submission. Maybe you're busy or where you are. Thank you very much, everyone, for your time with us today. Those of you that called in, thank you so much. God bless you all. I'd like to appreciate those of you that super chatted us. Thank you very much. Love God is my strength. Thank you so much for doing it twice, 3 times. Thank you so much. Thank you, Madam Bella Naomi. I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much for doing it 3 times as well, I guess. Thank you so much, Mr. Johnson, Emmanuel, and thank you, Abe Atayo. Thank you so much for that super chat. I'm very, very grateful. May your pocket never ever run dry. Thank you very much, my wonderful people. Guys, we've come to the end of the broadcast. As you all know that today is Saturday, but although we still reached our normal time, which is 3 hours, so it's already exactly 3 hours now, which is fair. You know, our God Chris carry us go there, because if not, it would have ended since. But I appreciate every one of you. Now God bless you now. Let's continue to stand for what is right. Let's continue to put our voices out there. As you and I know that the way Nigeria is going is not looking good. Let's just do our part. You know, who knows what tomorrow holds. Now, our fate is now lied on 70,000 naira. You know, for minimum wage in Nigeria. It's not left for Nigerians to say, okay, we're happy with that, let's move on, or no, we can't take that and hit the streets. Thank you very much, my people. I'll see you guys again tomorrow by 6 p.m. You know, we might be talking about something different tomorrow, although politics will always come in. I prepared something else that I wanted to present today, but because we didn't have enough audience panelists, that's why I could not present it. There's something else I want us to discuss concerning Nigerians that live abroad, you know, but I'm going to compile it together with politics tomorrow if the time is permissible. I appreciate you all, my people. I'll see you guys again tomorrow, 6 p.m. Nigerian time. Please help us to do your part. Press on the like button, help us to share. Mother of all, Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy. I appreciate you always for all you do. Thank you, Patrina, for my dear sister. I appreciate you. Thank you, love. God is my strength. Oriami, Oluwashego, Abdul, Rosie Ayosh. Thank you, Peggy Modi. Thank you very much. Madam Bella Naomi, thank you very much. Patience Idemudia, thank you, my people. Love, God is my strength. Stella Masavedo, Kingsley Ogereahi, God bless you all, my people. Thank you very, very much. Thank you, Abe Atayo, once again, and many others right there. Oga Chris, thank you once again as well. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Like I said before, let's do our part. Press on the like button and help us to share. Good night and bye for now.
No more bad government in Nigeria. Nigeria what? The only media that have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Nigeria what? Yo! No more bad government. Nigeria what? No more bad government. Nigeria what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. For the poor. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what media? No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media. No more bad government. The #1 media in Nigeria. No more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what you? The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Niger what? Voice for the voiceless. Niger Watch Media. The only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 1944. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. 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 I don't want you. We have been seeing all you guys have been doing. And we recommend to everyone in Nigeria